Hi, my name is Misty Malcasian. I write YA fantasy romance, and my debut novella, These Clockwork Stars, is releasing very soon. I will be revealing the release date before too long here. Welcome to another vlog. This vlog is just over the span of one day, but one very productive day. Excuse how I look in the rest of this vlog because it ain't cute, and let's get right into it. So it's been a hot second since I have updated the vlog with anything that I'm doing writing related. Actually, it's been a while since I've done a vlog at all. Let's just say I've been busy since the last one. I think in the last vlog I had just finished the first draft of These Clockwork Stars, which is the book I'm working on. Yeah, I'm way further along now. I started draft 2 and I'm 20,000 words into draft 2. And basically what draft 2 is draft 1 all over again, but better. So my second drafts actually tend to be more like just a complete rewrite of the book, rather than going through and fixing things. So they say you can't edit a blank page, but basically that's what I do, is I just start over and I just edit a blank page. So honestly, I think what I'm doing in the future is my first draft is going to be my second draft that I have now, because this is ridiculous. This is so inefficient. I think as I get better though, I think that's just something that's going to come with time and with effort, more effort put into my outlining process. I'm definitely doing that with my next book. I'm going to really take all the time I need to outline, because I think proper planning is what's really going to save me from having to rewrite entire books twice. So yeah, those are my thoughts right now. But anyway, it is Monday, January, I think 18th. I'm definitely going to be working on my rewrite today. I'm hoping to get through 3 chapters. That's my goal today, 3 chapters. My chapters are pretty short. They're like between 800 to maybe 1300 words. Some of them are a little longer, but that's basically what they are. So I think it's like 7:30 about right now, 7:40 maybe. I woke up maybe an hour ago. I think it was like 6:30 or something when I got up. So far all I've done today is get ready and order groceries. I sat down this morning and did that. It took forever because the app was, as always, being its wonderful self. It was being just the slowest thing ever. So I get to go pick up my groceries later tonight. If they don't substitute everything in my cart and take out a bunch of stuff, I'll be really surprised. That's just how awful Walmart is. I just sound like an old grandma complaining about this Walmart app, but honestly, somebody's got to be that old grandma, and it might as well be me. I'm wearing my Delicious in Dungeon meshy sweatshirt today because tomorrow I get the next volume in the series. It's coming to me tomorrow. I pre-ordered it. In case you didn't know, it's my favorite manga. So I got this on Redbubble. And yeah, I'm so excited because tomorrow volume 9 comes in and I'm just like, I'm on the edge of my seat. So how I figured I'm going to do this today is I'm going to work on a chapter, finish a chapter, and then take a break and do a house chore. So that's how I'm going to organize and structure my day. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm working with. So I have my hallway just like full of, not really full, like it's not really full, but it's got a lot of like kid stuff, like school stuff that I need to clean up. And what else? Yeah, my kitchen is a wreck. Yeah, it's a wreck. And then I've got this room in here. Well, this is part of the kitchen, but it's like just a little nook that we kind of use for whatever. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Moving on. Yeah, the dining room needs some work as well. And then the entryway, yeah, and like the front part of the living room. So I've got some work to do around the house. We all happen to be humans that live here, so we are messy sometimes. So I'm currently standing at the front door. I have a cute wreath hanging on the other side. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like okay. So this is my office entryway near the front door. And yes, I did move back into my office that I had previously. I spent some time in this office and then I moved down to the furnace room just because of life situations and how everything was working out with us being at home and the kids and everything. I wanted to give them this room, but then winter hit and I'm one of those people that get like seasonal, I get affected by like the lack of sunlight in the winter, like seasonal depressive, whatever. I get really affected by that. And my kids and husband could literally care less. Like literally, they do not care. They could live in utter darkness all the time and be totally fine, which I don't understand that at all. I don't see how that's a thing that people are okay with. I'm like a plant. I wilt if I don't have sunlight. So I moved back up here because our schedule changed, and also they don't mind. So they moved down to the basement. They have like a whole schooling setup down there now, and they love it. So that's awesome. I'm glad for them. I just felt bad because I wanted to give them this and I would just take the basement, you know, but it worked out. So we were able to switch that around, and now I'm back in my office. Let me give you a quick tour of how I have it set up now, because that's kind of fun. Over there is one door, and so I took my screens that I had downstairs that were like hiding the ugly parts of the furnace room. I took those upstairs and I am using them as like little doors, so it's like perfect. So I've got one screen over there and one screen over here in front of this doorway. So I only brought one of my desks up from downstairs, like one of my big ones, and I gave my other big desk to my husband. I kept it in the furnace room, and that's like his own personal office now if he wants it, you know. So I just brought up one big desk, and then the other desk I brought up is smaller. This is a desk I had when I was a teenager. This used to be in my room when I was a teenager, and as you can see, it's very old. It was old when I got it as a teenager. You know, it's kind of an old desk. So, but yeah, I think this desk works absolutely beautifully in front of this window because it doesn't take up too much space. It's just so cute, and it honestly matches my other desk pretty well. Like the colors are fine together, and then I have matching knobs. So I got these beautiful rose ceramic knobs on Amazon. They were cheap. I think I got like 6 of them for $20 or something like that. So I put them on here, and they remind me of like Beauty and the Beast. Right now I've got this cute not painting, it's like an art print that I bought at IKEA. It needs a new frame. This frame doesn't work with the rest of the room. And then for right now I have this lamp sitting on top of this shelf. It gives more light to the rest of the room if it can be higher up, because there's no light in the ceiling, unfortunately, yet. We need to get an electrician over here. I just never do. But so I put one up there. I've got some like florals and plants and stuff. This shelf I haven't set up yet, so it's kind of just whatever. And then I've got a cute little flower vase thing. Made that myself. I just bought a bunch of flowers at Hobby Lobby, and I bought that vase at Goodwill, and then I spray painted it. That's just a floor lamp that's really ugly, but I just have it because I need light. Even though there's a big window here, that doesn't always mean that there's a bunch of light that comes in here, so I really need like lights as well. I set up my bookshelf the same way that I had it before. So I have these cute moss things hanging there, and then I have all of my books. And I've got my phone plugged in over there because for whatever reason it didn't charge last night. And then I've got my little Alice in Wonderland display here in the middle. And then these chairs that I've definitely shown on the channel before. I got these at an antique shop, and I just put them back here. So it's kind of like my little office / sitting room, you know. I just think it's the cutest thing ever. I really hate that table. Definitely going to replace the table. I tend to move furniture a lot and like change things around. My brain is literally, I feel like it's always working through like 4 or 5 different algorithms for how I can improve my life. Just in every aspect. And so a lot of times that does translate to moving furniture and, you know, changing things around in my physical space. So I'm not crazy. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm sure other people have this thing as well where they feel like they have to constantly improve. But anyway, I'm hoping that this is how my office stays. It's definitely going to stay in this room. I'm definitely not moving out of this room ever again. This is like my happy place. But I should probably do some work now. I've been talking for a long time. There's just a lot to update you on, okay? I'm not procrastinating though. I'm looking forward to getting through some more chapters today. Oh, you know what? I'm more than 20,000 words in. I'm 21,000 and something. Yeah, I'm 21,602 words into this draft actually, so a little bit further than what I told you originally. I think I can get through I think I can get through three chapters today without that much struggle. So I'm writing a romance. If you didn't know, I'm writing a fantasy romance. And so I just got to the part where the main character and the love interest are starting to be like friends a little bit. And I love it. I love it so much. I know that there's like still a lot of work that needs to be done to it as I'm writing it and like reading it back and like changing words here and there. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I know this can be so much more improved. I feel like my work can be endlessly improved, and I don't want that to happen to me with this book. I want to write it, get it, get it edited, get it read by my critique partner, work on it, and then have it be done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to work on it for years and years and years. Just like continuously improving it, because that's just, that isn't how I need to be working as an indie author. That is not how I need to be working. So yeah, he just told her his first name. Because up till now she's been calling him by his last name, because he owns a shop, everybody calls him by his last name, whatever. Yeah, I've been recording for 20 minutes, so let's get working. And then yeah, I'll probably do some house task as like a little break after I finish a chapter. Okay, so it's 8:20 a.m. and I'm gonna get to work. It feels good to update the vlog though. It's been a while. So I want to light a candle. This one I just finished. I mentioned this, I think, in my last vlog. And yeah, I finished it since then. I hadn't even started it in my last vlog. So now I need a new candle. Alright, so I've got this vanilla chai one that I have burned a lot, but it's still got some life left in it. So we're going to burn that one. And I'm pretty sure that after this one is done, I will need another candle, because I'm pretty sure I don't have another one. Okay, so something interesting just happened. So I've been working for a while. Instead of writing, I've kind of been wrapped up in reading what I've written so far, and honestly, I kind of got sucked in. So I read from like chapter 10 to chapter 16, and which was really fun, and I'm glad that it sucks me in like that. But it was kind of a little bit of a time suck, and I didn't get a whole lot of writing done. But the mail just came, and I have a package, and I thought it would be fun to open it with you guys, because it's something that I think you'll find interesting. So one second, maybe I can just rip it. Okay, so I ordered a book on Instagram. It is a novella from another fellow indie author, and it's supposed to be a Regency romance, which I'm all about, that Regency life. So yeah, it's supposed to be a Regency romance, and it's supposed to be like Christmas themed, and it's a novella. And so I was really curious. So I'm always curious about how other authors do things, and I'm always, wanting to see what I can incorporate myself, or like, I think you know what I'm saying, hopefully. Let's see what she's got going on in here. So I'm trying to like go through this and like learn and implement things that I like and not implement things I don't like. So I'm not being critical, I'm just telling you like my thoughts as I'm going through this. Nothing at all critical, but I don't like it when scene breaks are these 3 asterisks. I feel like it's very basic and not, it kind of pulls me out of the story, because it looks like Microsoft Word, like a Microsoft Word doc at that point. Like, I want something there that's not that, you know what I'm saying? The page numbers, I don't like the font, like a font that you would use for a science fiction book, and I feel like that's a mistake that some authors make whenever they write fantasy, or Regency would fall into this as well, like Victorian, and like you don't want it to look super modern, and like, I don't know, I hope I'm making sense. But I don't know, I just think it's cool to learn. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book and see what I think. And I think this is a really good size. Anyway, that's just a little fun thing I wanted to show you guys. And I actually have some other novellas on order too that are hopefully going to come in soon. And that's because, okay, we moved, but something a little bit sad happened. Actually, something a lot sad happened, and that is that this series that I've talked about in another video, The 9 Princesses, also by an indie author. This is actually one of my favorite series ever, but it was discontinued. So the author has written 4 of the books, and I think she was working on the 5th, but then she decided to drop the series. It wasn't her best-selling series, and she just had big plans for it that she didn't feel like she could execute on. So I panicked, and I bought the next 3 books in the series, or no, the next 2. So I panic bought the next 2 books, and I could not find the 4th book, and I'm so sad. So I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep searching. Maybe someday one will pop up somewhere. It'll just have to be this like epic search that I go on to find this book. I'm gonna compare this novella to the novella I just bought, see what the differences are, and then I'm gonna get back to work. Whew, okay, so I just got through a really difficult part of draft 2. That was something that I didn't figure out in draft 1, and I kind of like skipped over and hoped that I would figure it out as I was doing draft 2. And lo and behold, when I got back to it, I was still kind of stuck on it. So I really should have spent some more time outlining it again. I think I just thought I would figure it out as I was drafting. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did figure it out. So, I mean, I wasn't wrong, but it was just kind of hard to put the pieces all together. And I kind of had to stop for a little bit and do some journaling to kind of like work my way through it. So, you know, so that wasn't necessarily ideal, but I did get that part done. It is 1:07 p.m. Let's see, how many words have I written so far today? I've written quite a few, especially with all the stuff I had to figure out. I've written quite a few today. So I think I started, yeah, whenever I started the day, I was starting chapter 17. And so far I've done chapter 17 and, oh no, I just lost all the words I was highlighting. So far I've done chapter 17 and much of chapter 18. So let's see how many words that is. I'm curious. That is 2,488 words, which is really good. I still have several more hours that I want to be working at this. I would love to get to the end of chapter 19 before today, because 17, 18, 19, that would be 3 chapters. Oh, it would be awesome if I could get 4 chapters and be on 20, because that's like a nice number, you know? Let's see if I can do that. Let's make my new goal 20, to reach chapter 20, because judging by my notes in that book over there, I was going through and making notes on different chapters during my read through, and the original chapters 20 through I think 25 or 26 I wrote positive notes to myself about, so I know that I like those. So I'm gonna have to like reread them obviously to see what needs to be fixed, but I'm pretty sure those chapters will be not as much work as the rest of this draft has so far been, because I feel like my last chapters I like more than all my other ones. Right now, I'm in love with like, especially chapter 10. Chapter 10 is like divine. And a lot of the other chapters I'm super happy with. I really like the way the story's going, so I'm super motivated to finish this draft. So let's try to get to chapter 20 today. I think that's a good goal. Oh, I have like a romantic scene to write, which is going to be fun. So let's get to that. Am I even going to concern myself with the state of the house today? I don't think so. I really just want to work on my book all day for hours and hours, so maybe that's what I'll do. You know what? The house can wait. The house can be cleaned anytime, but I can only write sometimes, so that's my rationale. Alright, so it's now the next day. Yesterday I did manage to get through chapter 20, so I just kind of popped on to say that. I'm very excited. Let me show you my planner spread because I tracked some interesting info yesterday. So yesterday's word count was 6,168 words, which is really good, and I actually ended up working on my story for 10 hours yesterday. So I've been wanting to track my time as I go through and work on my writing, because I want some historical data, you know, like I want to know how long it takes me to write, how long it takes me to edit, how long it takes me to rewrite, that kind of thing. So for the amount of time I spent, this as like the amount of words that I rewrote is really good, because when I rewrite, I definitely am thinking more about it. My brain is more actively engaged than when I'm just like trying to get words on the page. So that's really interesting. Those are some interesting stats that I got yesterday. And yeah, so I spent a long time doing all of that, and I'm really happy with my progress. The rest of this week, I don't see myself being able to do a lot of writing because I have a busy week. I'll probably be able to write again on Friday night. and then Saturday and Sunday as well. So that's when I see myself going back to my draft. For now, I'm done with chapter 20, so that means I have 7 chapters left to go, which means I can totally be done with my draft by next week, which is so thrilling to me. I'm so excited. I'm definitely not always this productive, like, trust me, but since I was able to have the day off work, it was kind of a nice day for me to catch up on some chapters and keep plugging away at my goals. So what I do is I have my chapters listed in the sidebar of my planner. Like I have chapter 17, chapter 18, chapter 19, and there's like little check marks next to it. And I give myself a certain amount of chapters to revise per week. And I just try really, really hard to stick to my goals. So every single chapter I revise and rewrite, I'm able to check that off and see my progress throughout the week so that I can continue like being motivated. So every day I can look over at the sidebar in my planner and be like, oh my goodness, you know, I only have 4 more chapters left this week. I only have 3 more chapters. And like I said, I can normally get a chapter a day done on days that I get to write and that I'm not too busy. Yeah, I only have 3 more chapters this week that I've planned for myself, and I'm figuring on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'll be able to get through those 3 chapters. Anyway, I have to divide that out per day. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'll be done with my goal for this week. And yeah, next week I'm going to be posting another vlog. It'll probably be another 1 to 2 day vlog where I can hopefully be able to wrap this up. That would be so exciting. Let me know if second drafts are hard for you, even harder than first drafts. Let me know if second drafts, if you rewrite everything in your second draft or if you just like go through and edit. I would be really interested to know, because in the future I would love for my second drafts to be that way, where I can just edit rather than completely rewrite. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you again real soon with a new video. Bye!